Greetings from Radhakrishna. Today we have Dan Bates here from Impact PPA, one of the most impactful SEO. Over to Dan. Hi Dan, how are you? Welcome to Dubai.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Is this the first time you're visiting Dubai, or what made you to come all the way to Dubai from America?
Actually, this is not my first time. I've been here maybe a half a dozen times in the past. I love Dubai. It's a great place. It's a city full of opportunity. I'm here this trip to be a part of the World Blockchain Forum on Monday and Tuesday of this week. That's what brought me here.
Can you quickly introduce about your ICO and your project? And I learned that you're into the energy, blockchain, energy, and impactful, social looks to be key and buzzwords. How are you going to combine all these things and really help the end consumer and as well investors?
All right, so first of all, I want to address the phrase that you used, buzzword. All right, because I agree with you. In many cases, blockchain is littered, is covered with lots of buzzwords. We have to decentralize, right? We have to democratize, impact, all that. In our case, what we've done is we've taken a look at the best of what the blockchain technology can provide. And then looked at a market that I have a unique understanding of, and that is the renewable energy market. I have been doing renewable energy in the developing nations of the world for about 10 years now. We've got products installed in over 35 countries, throughout Africa, all over India, Latin America, where we are providing renewable energy to homes, to small businesses, in many cases to utility companies, large scale. When I was introduced to the blockchain and what it has to offer, I immediately saw that this might be a better way of bringing projects that have viability, good financial, underpinnings and foundation, bringing that to a community of interested investors. So we disintermediate the whole legacy financing institutions of World Bank, USAID in Africa, Sub-Saharan Africa, would be Power Africa. We bring people of, to use your buzzword, impact, people who are concerned about impact to projects. And with a clear path to payment, which was always the big problem, right? If the World Bank is going to do a project, they're going to try and rely on a sovereign guarantee, right? How good is that sovereign guarantee? So lots of checks and balances must be met, right? So we say we have an opportunity to connect investors with good projects, and now, for the first time, we've built an application, a mobile app running on the blockchain that allows people to pay for energy.
Oh, is it? So you mean to say, I can get onto the mobile phone and ask for the energy consumption and then use it for a number of hours, and whenever I don't want to use, I can stop it. Is it that easy?
It is a pay-as-you-go model, not necessarily with the stop and start like you suggest, because that's really predicated on the draw. If you're using power, it's on. If you're not using power, it's off, right?
Wonderful.
But if you look at all the transactions that are being done in East Africa right now, they say 70% of the transactions in Kenya are done on M-Pesa, mobile platform. It's minutes, it's mobile minutes that are used as currency. Well, what's the difference between a mobile minute and a cryptocurrency? Nothing. Right? Except for the fact that one is running on a proprietary backend, that of the telecom. One is running on the blockchain, open and transparent. So what we've done is we've created a mobile app that runs on the blockchain and uses what we call a gen credit.
Gen credit.
Yes, and that allows people to now address a smart meter. And if they have money to buy power that day, that week, that month, they simply load their smart meter with the credits that they have on their phone, and this is the application that we have. So this is truly MVP. This is working. So now people can select how much power they want. They pay for it. It reduces the cost of their energy. It shows a clear path of payment from consumer to generator.
True.
So now we've connected the dots.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
And when you have a payment rail, you now have the ability to have other layered services come in, right?
Correct.
You have internet connectivity maybe.
True.
You have clean water.
Yeah,
education.
once energy is there, you can introduce all supporting channels.
That's right.
So coming back to your core technology, I understand that you are using twin tokens. You have 2 tokens in the project. Can you throw some light on what are these 2 tokens and who are investors, and an investor can invest in 2 tokens, or is it you have anything specific for retail investors and
No.
house investors?
No, the investor is not buying 2 tokens. Here's what happens. We have 2 tokens, as you're correct. First one is called the MPQ, Impact.
Okay.
Okay, so the Impact token is what is used to fund projects.
Okay.
So that becomes a vehicle for enabling projects to be delivered and established and then installed, right? The second token, if you will, we call the Gen Credit. I tried to remove the word token from the second one so that it's not as confusing. There's lots of 2 token models out there, right? Some have worked, some haven't worked. Some are very hard to explain.
Correct.
Right? Staking and tokenization and all that. So Impact drives project finance and project development. Gen Credit, it is what is used by the consumer in the market.
Okay.
Because we don't want the cost of energy, the price of energy floating on an exchange.
Correct.
Right? If you're in Kenya or you're in Africa someplace, in some country, Ghana, you don't want your energy rate to go up and down with market fluctuation.
Yeah.
So we fix the price of the Gen Credit to the local PPA.
Okay.
That way it's stable.
What is this PPA?
Power Purchase Agreement. Excuse me. The name of our company is Impact PPA.
Correct.
Impact the Power Purchase Agreement.
Okay.
Okay.
So you mean to say the investors are purchasing your coin and you're actually pulling that money. That money you will be using to fund the projects.
Correct.
And the consumer, the end consumer, can use the Gen Credit and get this project rolled out, and then he can repay that using the PPA.
Correct.
How is this PPA and then the 2 coins related?
So the PPA lasts for 20, 25 years.
Okay.
Right?
That's wrong.
It's a long-term agreement.
Okay.
Now, as the coin, the Impact coin is used in the market to fund the project, the Gen Credit starts spinning off the revenue to repay the company for the upfront cost of the equipment. 100% of the net revenue goes back into the company in the form of a repurchase of equipment, meaning new projects, and then 30% will go to buying back token, the Impact token from the exchange. So we keep a cycle going. We're recycling the Impact token through the installations that are on the ground generating revenue. That creates a nice cycle of revenue. And we expect that in the course of 2 or 3 years, if enough projects are deployed, we get to what we call impact equilibrium, where no more cash, no more capital is needed to be infused into the company to create more project flow.
Understand. So what is the total money you are raising, and how are you planning to use that?
So we're going to raise about 50 to 60 million.
Okay.
And the reason for the uncertainty of the number is we are going to define the projects that we will install with community approval, because the token holders get to approve projects.
Correct.
Depending on the number of dollars that we raise. Okay. If we raise 50, we'll be able to do X. If we raise 60, we'll do X plus 1 or 2 or 3.
May I know what is the total amount you're raising through ICO? What is your soft cap and what is your hard cap?
Right, so we're raising about 50 or 60 million, most of which will be used for the purchasing and installation of equipment for the projects.
Okay.
Okay, so it's an asset-backed token. It's backed by wind and solar and batteries and smart meters. So the investor has a tangible asset that he can look towards that is backing this token. So when I say we're going to raise between 50 and 60 million, it really is going to be dependent on the number of jobs that the community approves, the impact community, right? They can vote on the projects and approve them. If we raise 50, we'll do X number of projects. If we raise more, we'll be able to do more. The more projects that we can do, the more revenue flows back to the company, creating this endless cycle, right? Impact equilibrium. Our pipeline right now is about 200 megawatts.
Oh, and what does that mean in the dollars?
1.7 billion.
Okay, you're supposed to deliver 1.7 billion business, and what should be the capital? Is your 50 million capital good for that?
So the way we've structured the token, because of the market conditions right now, we're trying to raise about 50 million on the low side, right? But we have a 300 million hard cap token allocation.
Okay.
So we are targeting the price at about 35 cents. Because of the market, it will be what it is, right?
Right.
We expect that when we do launch the public sale, we'll launch in the neighborhood of a 35-cent token.
Wonderful.
Maybe we'll have sold all 300 million, maybe we'll sell the rest of them in the public sale. So that would be the hard cap on it.
Good. So where is your head office, and are there any restrictions to investors? As you know, SEC recently announced that investors should be accredited, and there are a lot of regulations. How are you taking care of regulations on the ground?
To answer your question, we have a company which is called Impact PPA Incorporated, which is a Nevada C Corp. We do business in the United States in Los Angeles. We are selling token out of our Bahamas company, Impact PPA Limited. So all tokens are issued out of the Bahamas company. And right now, we are offering tokens for sale through the Bahamas as a 506C, a Reg D offering to accredited investors in the United States. That's different overseas, of course, you don't have to be. $25,000 minimum investment for US accredited, $10,000 for international. Okay?
Thanks Dan. Thanks Dan, all the best, and I wish you raise 300 million and deliver the 200 megawatts and help a lot of people who are in need of power, and that to renewable energy. All the best.
Yeah, thank you very much. And let me just say, if you want to get a hold of us or learn more about it, go to our website, impactppa.com.
Okay, that's it for you guys, impactppa.com. They are in business. They are not selling you the concept. They are in energy business from past 10 years, and they have delivered in 37 countries. Now they want to really expand. They want to really help people in generating more energy and give power to the underserved. It's time for you to look at Impact PPA ICO and then put your money, because it's not just a coin, it's an asset-backed coin and highly regulated, because Dan has taken care of having a company in Bahama, and the accredited investors can do it. All the best. One disclaimer, all investments subject to market risk. Thank you guys.